Morning. Hopefully, again, as I always say that, or ask or discuss, that you all had a great weekend, a great week, that you're enjoying your weekend, getting ready for a new week. I hope everything is going well. Obviously, hopefully, my camera fixes or improves. Looks like I'm having a couple malfunctions, kind of struggle with it this morning, but I'm going to push through and just see how it goes from there. I apologize in advance. Maybe I need to buy me a new camera. I don't know. But we'll get it handled and fixed and taken care of. Just wanted to jump on here and continue to post, continue to press forward, even in when you have obstacles. You just got to keep moving. And so this is a part of it. This is one of those things where you got to keep moving, keep pressing, keep working at your craft. But like I said, I always want to start with asking a question of how you doing. Hopefully it did go well this week. If not, you get a new week, a new day, a new beginning. Just keep pressing forward. Just keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other. And I think it'll work out. So we'll just jump right into it. Opportunity to just talk about something that was on my heart this whole week is, and the title of this one is No One Really Knows What They're Doing. And the reason I say that is, like, if you look around the world, you look on social media, you look on the news, it seems like they have everyone fooled. That's including myself, right? Like no one's perfect. No one knows what they're doing. No one has this. Like, we all have a plan. And that's life. We're supposed to plan. We're supposed to put together this elaborate plan, success, write it down. I said it a lot. We all said it a lot. But what we don't plan for is the obstacles and the ebbs and flows of life. Everyone that's successful, if they tell the truth, they don't know what they're doing. They just kept moving forward. Like, that's the truth. There's no true real plan that's a guaranteed success. Like, that doesn't exist. And so what happens is we just keep living. And the one reason why that no one has the guaranteed plan is that no one's living their second life. So it's not like someone's out here, he's been through life, or he or she has been through life and they've lived it, and now they're coming back for part two. That's the only way you would know what to do. It's the only way you would better plan for the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows. Outside of that, we're all just winging it. We're waking up in the morning. Obviously, we have our day set, and next thing you know, your car breaks down. You get a flat tire. Your car runs hot. Your kid burns their tongue on some food they cook. Like, I mean, anything can happen. The police stop you. Red light changes. You get in a wreck. Like, it's your computer malfunctions. Like myself. Like, when I got up this morning, I did not plan on my computer or my camera not working right. Like, I had a plan. Hey, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a certain thing. I'm going to get this done by this time. I want it to be done a little earlier, but I'm starting later because of the malfunction. Like, that's the truth. That's an exact reason. That's an exact situation that you can't plan for. And so what I'm saying is, most people that have been successful is not because they know everything. They've really been successful. They've really prospered because they don't quit. They don't give up. They keep moving. They understand how to pivot. They don't, like, the number one thing is they don't quit. Like, life is going to happen. I've said this since I've started this podcast, that life is going to life. Like, No matter what you think, no matter what you plan for, how foolproof you think your plan is, something is going to happen. And how you respond to it essentially is your life. Like if you always respond and it's always Debbie Downer, your head down, woe is me, like you're not going to get far in life because something's happened to someone that you don't even know right now. Like I can complain, I can get upset, I can get frustrated, I can try to get me, I can not do the episode. Like I'm not going to let any of that bother me because no matter what, like I have to complete the task. And it might not be the best version of what I want to do, but I want to put it out there. And then I figure out how to improve. But I'm not going to not show up or get all upset and and not do what I'm expected to do or not do what I planned on doing just because I got a bump in the road, just because I got a flat tire. Like either change the tire, call AAA, get to a dealership, like, but you got to figure it out. Like, but that goes to show you, like, I plan on doing a podcast about you all what you focus on and kind of hit this kind of tough road right here with the camera, and it made me refocus back to my original topic of no one really knows what they're doing, and that's the honest truth. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I have plans, but like there's nothing perfect. Everything's not gonna go the way I expected. How will I respond? The only way you can respond is to keep moving forward. Like it's the way, it's a way of life. It's how I think now because like life is gonna happen. You're gonna have sickness. You're gonna have turmoil. You're gonna have drama. Um, because the truth is that's how you grow. That's how you improve. It's not. I'm not struggling. I don't. I used to look at it that way, right? The struggle is real. Like the truth is, I'm being refined. I'm learning as I get older, as I mature, to use better words instead of using the words that the world uses. I try to stay away from that. Like I try to stay away from the thoughts that that don't impact me and don't push me to move forward. Like if it makes me think downward, if it makes me think where it's draining, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to use it because it's a way. Like I truly believe life is what you think. Whatever you think, whatever you focus on, whatever you put your time into is your life. And so if you want to keep your head down, if you want to always think woe is me, then that's how your life is going to be, and it's going to be continuous. But if you always look at life as a continuous growth, as a continuous ladder, a continuous stairs, you're always looking up. And so that's how your life will be. I'm like, the truth is you're going to have obstacles, you're going to have issues, but when you expect that, then you know how to move. I said it before, and I've learned this. Like I've thought about this over the last year. Life is choices, decisions, uh, consequences, and then responses. Like that's not something I've lived my life by over the last 36 years. No, that's not. Like I wish I did, but I wouldn't be right here right now. Like I'd be in a whole different stratosphere, honestly, because I would think differently if I thought like this when I was in my 20s. Like I'm more mindful uh now because I've matured. Like everything doesn't impact me the way it used to do when I was younger because I just don't believe in putting that into the world now. Like I'm not tired, I'm not exhausted. No, like I just focus on things that move me forward, that push me toward my goal. I don't focus on fruitless issues. Like if it doesn't bear fruit, if it doesn't if it doesn't grow, it's worthless. And that's something that, I'm still working on. Like, I have days where, it's tougher than usual and it's harder to focus, but I've learned how to refocus by thinking about my goals and dreams and my plans. Like again, I don't believe life is hard, but life is tough, especially during these times, right? Because it's holidays, it's family, friends, fun, but it's drama because you work, you want to be able to provide for your family, you want to be able to provide for your kids, you want to be able to enjoy these times, take vacations, um, and if it doesn't, like, that sucks, like it really does. But I've looked at it this way: that's only momentary. Like Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving. Um, Once December 25th is over, it's December 26th, and the focus now changes to something else. And so, if you look at it that way, it's not that bad. We get all worked up, and I understand, right? Because you have family, because you want to please everybody. Like December 25th is so important, but it's just another day. And then those 24 hours are going to pass by. You'll be stressed out. You'll buy all these things. And if you look at most kids, they go to the next toy. And it warms your heart, right, to be able to provide for your kids and give them what they want. But is it exactly what they need? And then from there, what becomes of it? 9 times out of 10, a week from now, or a week from Christmas, they won't even play with every toy. They might pick one that they really, really like, but it's on to the next. It's the newer, shinier thing. And so we stress ourselves out because we want that day to be so important, when in reality the 26th is the most important because it's the next day, because it's the current day that you're living. And then the 27th, and then the 28th. You can't control the past, and over time it withers away. You forget about it, you don't talk about it. And that's like, it's not a, like, that's the mindset I have. It's not a bad thing, it's not horrible. I just focus on what's next. I enjoy the current moment, but I focus on what, where my feet are. And that's key. That's key in a tough world, in a tough life. Because we absolutely do not know what's ahead of us. And so if we don't know what's ahead of us, how do we know what to do? Ask anyone. What I think I asked the question last week. What did you grow up wanting to be? Most people, I promise you, are not doing what they wanted to do when they were younger, because reality hits. Someone in your family tells you no one's ever done this before, and then you settle. Like, I don't want to do that. I didn't do that when I was younger. I'm not doing that currently right now, but I'm not really doing what I wanted to do when I was younger. Like, the truth is, I wanted to be a wrestler when I was younger. Like, I watched wrestling. I really didn't start watching football until I was in my teens. But I grew up watching wrestling, so I wanted to be a wrestler. But along the way, reality set in, life set in, and I had to go to school and, start, making a living. And it's not a problem, like, but I had to adapt. I had to adjust. And I would say I've done well for myself. I thank God for where I am right now, because without him I would not be here. I don't think so. I don't believe that. Because, like, I've made some poor decisions that put me in situations that could have really checked me out of here. And so I thank God that, he granted me grace and mercy that I'm before you. But I think A lot of that is because I was supposed to be before you. Like, I don't think life happens without a purpose. Things don't just happen to happen. I think they have a goal, a purpose, a meaning behind it, even though it's my choice, right? I get the choice to do it. Like I said, I make that decision. There's a consequence behind that. And then after that, there's my response to that consequence. And so, if I continue to do the same thing, I'll continue to get the same result and I'll never grow from it. But I don't think it's punishment. I don't think like God is so harsh that, oh, you're going to fail the rest of your life. No, we're free moral agents. And so we get the opportunity to think and make our own decisions. Everything that's happened to me in my life is based off my decisions. Right, wrong, indifferent. I've made decisions that have forced me to go in different directions. But in that, right, like I take solace. I appreciate God for saying, I'll be with you if you go to the right or the left. So no matter what decision I make, He's there. And that's important for me because it fuels my fire a little more that I'm really not failing. I'm just going through the fire. And going through the fire, I'm being molded, I'm being refined to be a better version of myself. Now, I'm not saying that to say that, you should do whatever, right? Because there's still going to be consequences. For everything that you do, there's still going to be consequences. You just got to learn how to take the punches and keep moving. And that's like, but you hear it all the time. And I'm telling you, like where I am today, I did not know where I was going. I do not know. Like I plan for things, and then life happens, and then what do you do then? And so that's why I tell y'all, like, no one knows what they're doing because I don't know what I'm doing. That's the truth. Like I'm just winging it. Like whenever God wakes me up every morning, I go and do my daily task. I complete my daily task. But like I wish tomorrow I can be a millionaire. I wish tomorrow I didn't, had to do the things I do. I wish I can but I can't make that happen tomorrow. If we could, everybody would be rich, famous, healthy. But that's not life. Can you eventually get there? Yes. But it takes work. It takes some calluses. It's not gonna just you're not just gonna wake up and appear and just be rich and like everything that you do, everything that you touch is not gonna turn into gold. Like there's gonna be ups and downs, there's gonna be ebbs and flows, there's gonna be drama, there's gonna be turmoil. And that's what I mean by no one knows what they're really doing. They're just doing it. And sometimes you just gotta do that. You just gotta do it. And just see where the chips fall. And be okay with the results. Pick it up and keep going. If you live your life that way, you're gonna be very productive. But I'm one that doesn't judge success based on finances, based on monetary value. That's not success. Success to me is the impact you've made on others' lives, on the lives of others. Has someone grown because they came in contact with you? That to me is success because that to me is your legacy. Your legacy is your impact on others who impact others. Because at some point, they're going to put me into the ground. The money's not going to matter to me. What's going to matter is your legacy and is it carried forward. It could be through your kids. It could be through your family members, your friends, proteges, however, your legacy is carried on. But long as it's carried on, that's more important to me than finances. Like there's a lot of people in this world that are miserable and they're rich because they're not purpose driven. Like when you get all the money, then what? You go get more money. That's cool. Like does your life have meaning? Does your life have purpose? Does your life matter outside of your finances? I mean, sometimes I think to myself, why, I'm not wealthy. The truth is, I'd probably give it away. I enjoy where I'm at. I love where I'm at. I love what I'm doing. Like, do I wish my life was better? Yeah, like everybody does. We can improve in all aspects, but I think a lot of that has to do with my decisions. Like, if I decide to do certain things differently, my life will be different. But I have habits. I have habits that I'm used to, right? That every day I do. And so it's things like that I got to work on. I need to work on. If I work on that, I can improve my life. The truth is, do you really want to improve your life? Because if you do, you'll work at it. If you don't, you won't. It's simple. It's not tough. It's not hard. It's very simple. Make better decisions. I mean, life is going to deal you a hand. You got to find a way to win. And it's every day. Like, just because you won today doesn't mean you're going to win tomorrow. There's no losses, right? There's just lessons. So when it comes back, you know how to attack it. And you don't make the same mistake. Compound mistakes are disasters. You keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Like, your life is a continuous cycle. It's just, and you continue to fall. That's because of the decisions you make. I make them too. I'm not perfect. Like, the truth is, I need to make better decisions. I mean, I need to eat better. I need to exercise more. I need to watch what I say. I need to be quiet more. Like, I can go down a list, right? And I know these things. I've known these things for probably 26 of the 36 years I've been on this earth. But I'm stuck in my ways like everyone else. And so how that affects my life, that affects my mental. Like, but I learned how to sit back and just think and just not say anything. Write down what I'm thinking and then try to create a plan. Listen, and as much as I write it down and tear it up and write it down and go back and look at it, I still make the same costly decisions. Why? Because I mean, it's who I am, and I have to break those habits. And I'm working on those. I can sit here and say, "Oh, for 2025, I'm gonna eat better. I'm not gonna drink soda." Um, the truth is, it's a process, but I'm gonna work toward it because I want to live a healthier life, and I want that for you all. We have to start making decisions that move us forward, that impact us greatly, and push us in the right direction. Like, this has been a phenomenal series. Like, it's been amazing. It's helped me. It's done so much for me that, like, I can't wait. I look forward to it. I'm looking forward to the new year. I think it's gonna be amazing for us, for me, for you all, as we continue to grow. Like, continuous growth, Kaizen, continuous improvement is a word I learned from a friend of mine, and so I've always kept it with me because you're always improving. If you're not improving, you're dying. You just don't know it yet. And so your mind is so powerful. What you think of, how you think, what you focus on, it becomes you, and you don't even know it. We got to work on our habits. To be successful, you have to create good habits. You're still going to have bad habits, but your good habits have to outweigh, and you have to be able to recognize your bad habits and curtail them. And I think you'll have a more improved life, more improved living, a better quality life. And I think it helps your mental. We're all working on us every day. That's why we wake up every day. If you have nothing to work on, there's no reason for you to be here. And that's when God brings you to him, because it's your time. And he keeps waking you up. It's not your time yet. You're gonna be okay. Life is what you make of it. But you've made it this far. You're powerful. You matter. I love you. Keep growing. Keep going. Don't quit. Like 2024 has been amazing. I wish it was better, but that's based on my decisions. And so now I go into 2025 pretty much knowing what to expect. Like life is gonna life. I just gotta be prepared. If I'm prepared, 2025 will be much better than 2024. But guess what? I still enjoy 2024. I don't hate it. I don't hate my life. I enjoy it. And I've learned to roll with the punches. And y'all should do the same thing. Have no regrets, because you made the decision. Live with it, improve, move forward. But there are people during these times that love you, that need you, that miss you. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, but live it. Enjoy it. Fight for it. If you really want to fight for it, it'll work out. Eventually, it'll work out. Times might seem hard right now, but trouble doesn't last. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I cannot wait for the new year. I cannot wait for new opportunities. I cannot wait for growth. We're going to be okay. Keep pressing forward, one foot in front of the other. Y'all be blessed.